I came from Dorset. I'm here today for free speech to ensure that my children get to listen to the right kind of content on the news and to make sure that they understand really the true values of the UK.
So what's happening in the UK is that we're reaping the fruits of generations of atheism. The Christian heritage of the nation, I'll just wait. The Christian heritage of the nation has been used up. The Christian resources of the nation, culture, have been used up. And now our culture is floundering because it has lost its moorings. And what has happened is that more and more people have begun to realise that Britain is no longer working as a country. It's no longer functioning properly as a country. And so we've got a load of people here who are aware of the danger, and they know that something needs to change, and so they're calling for that. They're calling for change.
First and foremost, I'm a patriot. I feel like England is losing its culture. I'm also just a recently retired teacher, and what I've seen in education is a disgrace. Our universities, our schools, children, students are all being indoctrinated by woke ideology.
I'm 35 years old. In my lifetime I've seen huge change in my country. It's a country that I don't recognise anymore. It's a country that used to be one that was patriotic, proud. It had confidence in itself on the world stage, and all of that has completely eroded. But the reason why it's eroded because it eroded from its core. We are seeing huge demographic change, and Britain is a country that is throughout history had plenty of people coming from all over the world and helped us to grow. But at the moment what we're doing is we're bringing in tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of people who aren't helping the country grow. They don't want to assimilate. They don't want to be part of Great Britain. They just want what they can get out of Britain. You've got women and girls who don't feel safe to walk the streets, and I just thought it was really important to come down, make myself part of the numbers. I mean, we can see how many people are here, and what a wonderful sight it is. I mean, if you pan the camera around and see how many Union flags, how many St George crosses, the flag of Wales, Scotland, Northern Ireland, Ireland, all over the world, people have come to show their support for the people of Britain, and because we know what Britain was, and we know what Britain can be again. And obviously we're sat opposite Downing Street now, and we need people like Keir Starmer to understand they don't represent the British people anymore. And until we start getting politicians leading this country who do represent Britain, we're going to carry on in this malaise that we're currently in.
Well, it's important, of course, that you should be allowed to you should be allowed to voice your concerns and your opinions and your worries for your children and the women of our country without being slammed and without being called a racist and without being jailed. You know, Donald Trump came to speak with Keir Starmer, and Keir Starmer lied in front of him and said, "Oh, England's all about freedom of speech." Yet he's jailing people for online posts and stuff like that, and that's not freedom of speech. You know, it's important as a nation to have freedom of speech.
Well, I'm here to support the Patriots Day and to stand up for Britain. We're not a racist nation, and that we love everybody and we welcome everybody as long as they are in tune with our values. Then we're happy to accept anybody who comes. We just don't want to be changed from what we are and what we have become.
Listen, the death of Charlie Kirk was an abomination. They called him a Nazi, yeah? They called him a Nazi. And they're the ones that are shooting him in the neck in front of his kids, right? This is massive. This is history. We're in a moment of history. And I'm so glad all these people are here, because I promise you, the world needs to change, and the death of Charlie Kirk has changed the world forever. It has changed the world forever. We're in the UK and we're thinking about him. The whole world is, and he's making this whole movement known. So God bless Charlie Kirk. Hallelujah.
Thank you so much. Tell us your name and where you're from.
Tom O'Brien, I'm from England, and we love England. That's why we're all here, because we want this country. We're not racist, we just want this country to be, we're paying so much money, and it's not going to us. It's not, we want to be for the, do you know what I mean? there's so much wrong in this country, and it needs to be fixed. And that's why we're all here today. We're fed up.
It's our rights are getting taken away from us. Our freedom of speech, which is so important. My granddad was a prisoner of war. HMS Exeter, he was a prisoner of war camp for years. He fought for our country for what? So I'm proud to be British. I think it's important that everyone comes together and that our government listen to us. Like, please listen to us.
Patriotic thing to do. And what's been happening over the last few years and longer, it's got really bad and everyone can see what's going on. So, you know, apparently there's 2 million people here today and that says it all, it speaks for itself. So, good on them. Very overwhelming. We're not all thick and stupid. We know what's going on. Thank you.
Speakers today, this could have descended into anarchy. That was their intention in a meeting with police officers.
I love him, he's great. You know, we appreciate everything he's gone through. He's been jailed, he's had death threats, he's been attacked, just for voicing his concerns and for showing the public what's going on with these, these Muslim rape gangs that are hurting our children. And, you know, he's standing up for the British people, which is what the government should be doing, but they're not. So, Tommy Robinson's a legend. He is, for all the right reasons, regardless of what the media portray him as.
Britain has got a culture, Britain has got values, and it's a lovely culture and value. When you come to a country like this, just respect the culture. Keep the values of the country. Yeah? Keep the culture, respect the values of the country, and you're not going to have any problem.
So I think successive governments have just been letting more and more people in who we don't know who they are. They could be, you know, some of them could be lovely, but why have they thrown their documents into the sea if they're fine? You'd bring your documents with you to prove that you're a genuine, lovely asylum seeker who wants to come here and work and contribute to the country, but that's not what is coming over on these boats. If there's a war, like the war in Ukraine, we took in women and children. Where are the women and children? These are young men coming over. They with an aggressive attitude. They're on TikTok, they're on Instagram, and they're aggressive, and they don't even like British people. That's frightening. That's frightening, and that's why people are here.
And look at all these people. These people all support the same thing. They want our country back.
Thank you.